The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now listening to the Allen and DJ Show on 103.5 FM WLSP-LP, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. We're here to talk about self-improvement, lifestyle, and becoming the very best version of yourself.
You're now listening to the Allen and DJ Show.
Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to the Allen and DJ Show. And I'm Allen.
And this is your boy DJ.
Man, let's do it. Sun Prairie, Milwaukee, and all the surrounding areas. Man, we got a great show. We got a great show for you today. But you know what, though? I must say this. I acted a fool today.
Yeah, you did.
Man.
Yeah, you did.
2 deers ran by the gas station. Man, I hollered. I said, oh, my God, somebody help me, please. I was like, oh, my God, is he okay? DJ said, oh, my God, I know you ain't acting like this. Hey, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody help me, please. Man, I passed out, man. I knocked all the chips over and everything. I'm sorry. Sun Prairie gas station. I apologize. Man. It's too much. I'm sick of it, but like it was 2 baby deers, but still they was fat. They just running like this. I'm like, oh nah, man. But anyways, though.
Yeah.
But today, we have a great topic for you. And I feel like a lot of people need to hear this. You agree, DJ?
Absolutely.
So today we're going to talk about the fear of being successful.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one because I agree. It could be pretty scary sometimes. The unknowing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, DJ, I'm going to kick you off with this one, man. Some people, the first step to becoming successful, because people can get busy a lot, it'd be the fear of losing themselves. And why is that?
Before we start, we're going to try something different for the show. We're going to add a little flavor to it. We're going to basically just try to add a little bit more of our personal experiences into it. So, like, when we say certain things, a lot of it is based on, like, what we've been through as a group or even as individuals.
Okay. I like that. So, I'm going to kick this one off right here.
Yeah.
So, to me, like, the fear of losing yourself, like, I feel like it can be very challenging sometimes. And, like, I'll tell you why. Because many of us fear, like, man, you know what? My routine has changed. I'm not doing what I once used to do. I'm always busy. Just like right now, like, I'm taking emails from big clients right now. Yeah. And it's like you just like never have time for yourself. Then you start hearing the complaints like, dude, you always busy. Man, you'll never go here no more like you once used to. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Like, it's what's being demanded of me. And sometimes it can bring anxiety. Yeah. And it can bring fear.
Yeah. And I'm going to take it, like, Al's absolutely right, but I'm going to take it from a different angle. And it's going to be 2 different angles, but I'm going to tell you the first angle, but then I'm going to kick it back to Al to see if he has any more input. Then I'm going to tell you the second angle that I took from it.
Let's do it.
The first angle that I'm taking from it is the fact that you go from your reality to reality. And let me explain that for a second. Your reality is basically like nothing else matters. You're only focused on yourself.
Yep.
And you have no feelings towards each other. Life is straight passing you by while events are happening.
That's true.
And you're not following any society rules. You're just following your own rules when it comes down to that. But in reality, stuff is happening. Inflation is real.
Yeah.
People are dying. People are having diseases. People are having babies. People are doing stuff and moving at a fast rate to the point to where, like, you can lose yourself and you could lose, like, certain characteristics when you lose yourself as well. But when you lose yourself and you're so focused on that goal and you're so focused on success, you're blind to, like, what's going on in the world. And I'll kick it back off to Al.
Well, because I look at it like this, like many of us have a fear of being successful or earning a lot of money, and we feel like it will inflate our egos to a degree, right? Some of us feel like success might change you. So no matter how successful you become, money has to be a tool. And money is a behavior. You have to be able to control the money, and you can't let the money control you. So it could be a fear of that. Or like, man, if I start making a lot of money, how they gonna treat me? Is they only gonna want to be around me because I got these amount of dollars, or two, like, would they grow jealous of me? And it's a fear of the unknown. So everything, like just like what DJ said, everything around you is changing.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to be accessible with that change. And it is a fear to a degree, because like that's normal. But you got to be able to understand this what comes with being successful, because a lot of your circle going to change, because the same people can't be around, because everybody's not going to comprehend a certain level of success that you're trying to go to. So, which meaning, like how they say like it'd be like new levels, new devils, new levels of success gonna bring a whole new different group of friends. But I always say, like, don't change who you are as a person. Just take the ones who can understand you and have them come along with you for the ride, because I'm sorry, but a lot's gonna change around you.
Yeah. And with that, I'm gonna take it from the second viewpoint. The second viewpoint, like, I've dealt with this like a lot, and I'm still kind of dealing with it. And this is the viewpoint of the old you versus the new you.
Yeah.
Let me explain that, because a lot of people is going to go over your head. But basically what that does is you're changing yourself and you're changing your characteristics. But when you do that, what made you who you are is your old self. And sometimes you could get so caught up in like success or going in the new direction that you lose some of those characteristics that made you hungry. And when that made you hungry to become what you needed to become, and once you lose it to get to the next level, then you lose that appetite.
Yeah. So, and I get that to a degree, like as we start to see a level of success, it's once like when you didn't have anything, that grind, like that, I appreciate the grind just that much more, right? But then as things get to coming to you, get handed to you, money steady coming in your hand, every week checks are coming. And then every 2 weeks you might get paid for your job, and the money keep falling. Eventually you can start to kind of get a little lazy, get the stretch out a little bit, get the, but that's a fear that I have of like never getting too comfortable, because it's easy to get comfortable. And that's just a fear of me as far as like dealing with success. Like, I just don't want to get comfortable, and I want nobody around me getting comfortable. But also, DJ, I feel like people fear the backlash that comes from this.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Like with that, like it can have a negative effect and a negative outcome. Like, it also changes the way that people like view you. Yeah. But I'll give you an actual definition of it. It's basically what it is like the fear of the potential social and relationship consequences of success, basically. Yeah. You might get to the point to where like you're going to basically just avoid certain situations because of the backlash that comes with it. Like, you don't want people to look at you a certain way. You don't want people to judge you. If you fail, you got to go back and face those type of people. And when you face those type of people, that comes with the consequences of you failing.
Oh, yeah, big time, bro. And, like, I'm going to be raw and organic with it. So it's like you going back to the hood, so I say, for an example. Or that's like you going back to your neighborhood, or you've been invited to a party. Now people looking at you a certain type of way, like, oh, bro, why you got that chain on? Or, man, bro, like, man, why you dressing like that? And, I see he went Hollywood. And it's like, dang, bro, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? So people had that fear of backlash, or people had that fear of, people going to start distancing themselves from them. And some people don't want to lose their old friends. Like, why you think certain celebrities go back to their hood and they get shot because they don't know how to stay away from it? Nope. There's nothing wrong with embracing it. There's nothing wrong with taking care of your people. But you got to realize that you're starting to become how can I say this? You're becoming somewhat of an important figure. You just can't go places willy nilly like you once used to.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Like things change,
Yeah.
and people fear the backlash of, oh, he ain't cool. He went Hollywood. He ain't accepted over here no more. Do you know what then? If I ain't accepting it, so be it. Because at the end of the day, I got to protect myself, my life, and everybody around me. And also, you know what I'm saying, people fear of self-promotions and things like that might align with traditional gender roles. Some people like feels that, you know what I'm saying, associated with success comes with a greater negative consequences. And some people can really get jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like really get jealous of your success.
And like what a lot of people do too, like when it comes down to the fear of backlash, is when they think like everything is gonna go wrong before that situation even starts. Like they didn't even go through the situation yet. They just think about all the wrong scenarios that happen in their life. And instead of them just moving forward and just trying to make the mistakes along the way, they just stop dead in their tracks and just go and just don't do it at all because they don't want that negative consequence.
And but then again, DJ, you know, like to counterfeit that argument, because I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know, like some people probably experienced it right before they was about to go, let's say, to a certain situation, and they probably experienced it like earlier that day, and then like reality kind of somewhat get to kicking in, like, dang. If he feeling like that and she feeling like that, and then three of them just said that, then everybody else gonna think this way about me. So I don't even feel like being around nobody because I don't want the backlash that comes with this. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but also like the backlash don't also necessarily have to always do with like what you're doing. It also has a lot to do with like what you say. So sometimes when you become successful, you got to also watch what you say, man, because you can get backlash from a lot of those issues that you say. Like a lot of issues are controversial. So if you say certain things and you put it in a sentence where like you say all or everyone, you got to be careful because when you say that, basically you're going to make somebody mad. You're going to anger somebody. You're going to anger a gender. So I'll give you an example, like somebody like Andrew Tate, when he talks about like how a woman should be submissive and all that type of stuff. And his views on women can come off as misogynistic. So he gets a lot of backlash for that.
Oh yeah, man.
But to be honest, like, I'm not going to say like you should listen to him on that point of view, but as far as financial, he's dead on about a lot of that stuff.
Like, that's why he's rich, and that's why he's at where he at today, and that's what I model myself off of, because a lot of people is lazy, DJ.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for real, like, let's keep it a bean.
Yeah.
Like, you agree with me, William J. Smith? Like, a lot of people are lazy.
Absolutely.
And that's why he at where he at today, because no matter how much money you got, no matter how much success you got, you cannot slow down. Like, you got to have, like, that should be a fear.
Yeah.
No, like, I can't fear slowing down, because if I slow down, then like everything around me gonna slow down. And like, this man is a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
And he works 24 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
A day. You hear me? A day. So if you have a fear of just what people gonna say and the backlash that come from it, man, I feel sorry for you. You gotta go out there and go get it. Because people gonna say things about you regardless. Look, I always tell you this. They talked about Jesus Christ, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you, me, William J. Smith, the cat down the road, you ain't no different.
Nah.
And that brings me to my other point, DJ. Some people fear of like not being good enough. And why is that?
Why is that? It's because like they see something on TV or they see somebody out there with the same skill set and they're doing it better than them, and they feel like when they do it, if they're not doing it as perfect as them, then they're like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and back off a little bit. So it makes them hesitate to move forward.
Yeah.
And in reality, some people are just better at certain things than you are.
Yeah.
But you got to learn how to perfect your own craft or be good at the skills that you're good at, and just go in there and perfect it the way that you perfect it and find your own way to perfect it.
So that's just like one example. Like, man, you could work on cars, right?
Yep.
and let's say Will work on cars with us.
Mhm.
Will might just be better at it than we are, right?
Yep.
But that don't mean that I still don't bring something valuable to the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some people have a fear of, man, she did that hair real good, or man, dog cut that hair so good, bro. Like, man, you're gonna have all my clients looking at him. Then either A, you have to start stepping your game up, start getting into your craft just a little bit more harder so you can become more better at it. But everybody different. Just because he cut hair, for an example, and he might do it better than you, or just because she do nails better than you, that don't mean that her social skills is good.
Yep.
But you might have great social skills. And you might say, okay, he might have that over me, but I know how to make my clients feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to make them feel good when they had a bad day. And we just can't look at other people for what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yes, they might be a little bit more successful at doing certain things more than you. But you can't worry about that. You got to focus on you, stay in your lane. And like DJ always say, perfect your craft the best way that you can. Because we all here for a reason. And we all can bring something invaluable to this table.
Yeah, and like what it does often is it questions yourself, and it also gets you to the point to where doubt creeps into your mind. And when doubt creeps into your mind, it basically stops you from doing what you need to do, or you'll go do it, but you'll self-sabotage yourself because you don't want to go through it because of the consequences of it.
Exactly. And, you know, it's a term for that. And we call that imposter syndrome. And let me give you the definition of that.
Yeah.
It involves feelings of self-doubt that persistence and despise your education, experience, and accomplish, while others praises your talents. Some may write you off and trumpet to the timing of good luck. Mm-hmm. So, you know, like, it could be an anxiety. Like, oh, man, like, dude just got that over. Oh, man, dog just cut their hair better than me, man. Like, man, I know my people looking at him. No, dude, you know what? You got to slow it down. You got to go back and say, okay, you know what? Maybe I just need to educate myself a little bit more on that, because how you know if you don't educate and work harder at it and really perfect your craft, you might come more better than your opposition.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get that fear out of your heart of, like, man, like, I'm not good enough. You got to block them thoughts out. Even, I mean, the fear of success sometimes is you're going to fail.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. We failed so many times trying to get to this point.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
All the time.
All the time, man.
All the time, but it's what you sit back and take from it and what you learn from it. And educate yourself. That's where you can go wrong. You worry about what he got going on, or you worry about what she got going on, or you worry about what they did on the internet. Man, skip all that, man. Bump that. You got to focus on you and get that fear out of your heart. Like, you got to get into what I like to call the don't think stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm finna kick this one, this alley hoop back to DJ. Why would I fear something that I have not done yet? Ooh. Say that again.
Say that again.
Why would I fear something that I have not done yet?
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's like me shooting that shot. Like, that shot could be over 30 feet away. Like, naturally, subconsciously in your head, you might be like, man, I might miss this shot. But the difference between me and you, I don't think like that. Because why would I fear something that I haven't not taken yet?
Yep.
And that's what got us to this point, because it was fearless.
Yep.
So I want you guys to be the same.
And I'm gonna give you an example of like how this operates a little bit. Back then, like when I first started acting, like I didn't think I was good enough. Like I seen people that was like acting and all that type of stuff, and I'll look at them and look at how they perfect their monologues and how they're practicing their monologues, and instead of me going in there and not worrying about them and just perfecting it how I want to perfect it, I'm worried too much about them. To the point to where, like, sometimes I self-sabotage my own audition.
Yeah. Yeah, like I remember those days, because I used to be like, what the heck is you doing, DJ?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like, you better than that, because people can see something that you don't see.
Yeah.
They're just like in the NWA movie. Like, Dre saw something in everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So when somebody got an eye for talent, like, they can see something that you don't see. They're like, dude, because everybody's valuable, and we all playing our own movie on this in this game that we call life. So we got to just get past that. So I want you to be fearless at whatever you're trying to do, and like the fear of criticism.
Oh yeah.
Let's really get on that one for a minute.
Let's really get on that one.
Man, why do y'all care about what people think about y'all, man?
Yeah.
Oh man, like I feel like you should do it like this, or why you put those boxes up high? That need to be like an inch lower, or girl, you know what, you should have did this, because I mean like that color cute, but it could have been, man, skip all that. I did what I wanted to do, and I know I might get criticized for it.
Yeah.
I might say something on this platform that I shouldn't say,
Yeah.
and not everybody gonna agree with me. That's fine. That's fine, Dirty. Like they're not gonna agree with me. But I can't have no fear because I understand what comes with this, and I just got to speak from my heart.
Yeah. The criticism, like, it could be positive or negative in a sense. Some people just can't handle it, man. Like, no matter like what they do, like they can't handle the criticism because like once somebody says something, it stops them from doing what they need to do, or they're so focused on critiquing what that person said and tweaking what they need to say to the point to where like you're not authentic, you're not
Exactly.
yourself, you're not who you are that made you get to this level.
That take too much time though.
It do.
Yeah, it do. And then like it make it look like you got it too structured instead of just being organic with it. That's like acting. Like you can over perfect something so much because I might have criticized you. Hey, you know, I felt like you should have said this line more with feeling, or you know, you should have said it like this. Oh man, see, like man, I knew I was messing up. You know, and then here comes the fear. Here comes the anxiety.
Yep.
Because you can handle a little bit of criticism. Heck, I'll be honest with you. Coach criticized me today, and I love my coach. Shout out to Coach at Luther Manor, man. That's my coach.
Shout
That's
out,
my
Coach.
dirty. That's my dirty, man. And you know, him, Uncle Jesse, bruh man, the Godfather, Mark. You know, they all criticize me from time to time, whether if it's good or bad. And I don't look at it like, oh man, nah man, I can't believe he said it. Dog, man, he said I should have did this, and I should have said it like that, man. Oh, why you come at me like that, DJ? Nah, I took it. I said, okay, I could have said that a little bit better, or you know what, Coach, you right. I could have came a little bit more harder. You know what I'm saying? So I like the criticism because every criticism you get is not always bad. So you got to stop looking at things with a negative eye.
Yeah, like without criticism, like you basically can't grow as a person because like if you got everybody going around saying you did great, yes man, you're awesome, yes man, you're this, yes man, you great, you won't look at yourself and critique yourself in a manner to where like you thinking like you doing everything right, but then all of a sudden you put it out to the public and everybody's shooting you down and everybody talking to you negatively about your product. All of a sudden you like, hey man, like why weren't y'all honest with me?
Right.
Because they were just worried about your reaction.
Worry about your reaction. And or two, like, you know, here goes some of the people out here, you criticize them. Hey, bro, man, what you say? Dog, bro, it's whatever. You know, all of a sudden now they want to fight you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, calm down, my G. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that criticism, dude, because it's like dealing with a food critic.
Yeah.
And so you're going into the food industry. It's not going to be easy. Like, they might criticize every little thing you did, and you could have perfected to the best of your ability, but it might be a seasoning too many. Seasoning too many, excuse me. It happens.
Yeah.
All the time.
And,
All the
you
time.
know, they'll be the ones with the large necks and all that. Off.
It'll be all juicy and everything else. It'll be all wiggling like up and down like this.
Right. Some of be having their fork out already. Wow, what do we have here today? But then, you know, like the person finna get criticized, like they heart beating fast.
Yeah.
Like, Dirty, it's all good, man. Because the criticism at the end of the day, what me and DJ trying to say is, it's gonna help you grow.
And like before we kick it off into the next one, like only thing I'm gonna say about this is the majority of the people that's criticizing you are broke.
Ooh, say that again, DJ. Tell him, DJ.
The majority of the people that are spending their time on the internet judging and critiquing you and criticizing you are broke. And I'm gonna say this. A lot of people, like, if you're broke, then why are you spending so much time on the internet criticizing me? You need to be spending most of that time perfecting your craft.
Facts. You know, and that'll be the ones who don't have nothing going on. Because
Nope.
like they're too busy on the internet looking at other people's lives instead of life passing you by. Because you too worried about what this celebrity did last week or who that celebrity broke up with. Man, skip all that. You got to worry about yourself.
Yeah.
Like they where they want to be at. You too interested in their life. You got to get a dirty look. You got to get it to your own.
Yeah.
But the fear of the spotlight.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
And I like this one because I'm a alley hoop this one to DJ. So you know me, I ain't never been afraid of the spotlight at all. I'm too much in the daggone spotlight. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it was a fear at one point in time.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I had to grow into it. It was when I started off doing theater. I think it was at the Midwest Generals.
Yep.
And the theater company that we was like going towards at the time, you know, they used to have these auditions like every year, and that's how they rank you to see like what is your rank at as an actor. And you know, like I always came in like probably top 10, top 5 sometimes, but still would never get a role or anything like that. But I was never afraid to go for it. Like I was like never really afraid to get into the spotlight. But at one point in time, believe it or not, Alan was, you know, and
Yeah.
I was like, I walked in that room and I saw all those boards of commissioners like sitting around that board table and the directors and casting directors. I'm like, oh snaps! I was gonna run out of the room, and DJ like, nah, bro, you better go back in there and go get it.
Yeah.
And I just went in there and did what I had to do. But I remember DJ used to be afraid of the spotlight. Like to get this man sitting here where he at today. We had to twist his arm, his leg, turn like this, like that. But Dirty got here though. But tell him about your story, DJ, and why you used to be afraid of the spotlight.
Like with me, like I was just afraid. Like first of all, like I see like everybody watching me, so I'm like, man, what you looking at?
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, like when you watching me, now you watching to see like, am I gonna do something bad? Am I gonna make a mistake? That's what I always thought in my head.
Yeah.
Like there, you was looking at me to see was I gonna mess up. So when I come back and face you, you could be like, oh yeah, I told you wasn't gonna do it. I knew you wasn't
Yeah.
gonna do that. I knew you was gonna mess up and fall flat on your face, and I was always scared of that. So a lot of times, like back then, I used to run away from it. But with the spotlight, it does give you a lot of attention. But you don't have your own peace. You don't have your own peace of mind or peace
No.
at all.
No. You know, and like I tell people that all the time. You know, people think I be looking the way I look in those pictures and stuff like that, but it be so true. Like your life is literally like not yours no more.
Yeah.
It's like you could go from 0 to 10 real quick.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dang, all these like responsibilities are coming upon us because they believe in us. Like they believe that we can win the WCM awards. They believe that we can probably win the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association awards. And they said, in order for y'all to get to that level, y'all have to really put the work in. And trust me, we're putting the work in.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a fear because I'm like, you know how many people gonna be at that place? Like that's a fear of being in the spotlight. Like, and as much as I love the spotlight, that's like almost getting to that highest level of like perfection.
Yeah.
Because now you're dealing with some of the bigger other broadcasting stations.
Yep.
And it's like, pff, man, we really got to bring it. So it's a fear sometimes that comes with that. But
Oh, you have something else to say?
no, but you know, just like to make a long story short though, man, it's just like, you know, like how you told me, man,
Yeah.
bro, you was born for this.
Yeah.
We was made for this.
Oh yeah. And like here's the problem that I have with people when it comes down to this. A lot of people want the spotlight, but they want the perks of it, the benefits of it, the positiveness that comes from it. But you don't want to deal with the negative impact of it as well.
Exactly, because it's gonna be some negative impact, and
Oh, yeah.
watch out for these type of people too that just want to be around you because you got a lot of spotlight. Because these type of people are what we call FOMO. And y'all know what that means, the fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Your ex-girlfriend, that ex-boyfriend of yours, that best friend of yours, they might have dogged you out years ago. And now they just steady hitting you up and you like, hey, Dirty, look, I'm busy right now. Or, hey, like, look, I get back to hey, yeah, because, man, you should do this together, bro. And, man, you got to do this. And, yeah, so call me so we could go out to eat. I just haven't talked to you in such a long time. Why you calling me now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't calling me in 2020. You ain't calling me in 2021. You know what I'm saying? So some people just wanted that spotlight just to say that, hey, I know DJ or I know William J. Smith, one of the best new producers, because he will win Best New Producer of the Year.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, and trust me, watch how the whole game changed. Same ones hating on him gonna be the same ones trying to stand next to him.
But it's also a big benefit to also having a spotlight too. Like it teaches you to act and move like a professional.
Yeah.
And then like it also teaches you to become more of a thinker and a problem solver and keep you on your toes in the public eye.
Because, you know, like Coach always tell me, you never know who's watching you.
Nope.
And my mom's always told me that too, and boy, was she right. Because, you know what I'm saying, we going to have a guest coming on really soon, within like the next 3 to 4 days. And could be somewhat of a big sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And that just go to show you, like, I think my commercial was like playing like all over the TV. So it was like we was in the spotlight. Everybody around the place looking at us.
Yeah.
And we still acted like we had class. And it was a little fear because you're like, man, okay, why is everybody looking at us for? Like, did we do something wrong or did we got crap on our face?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a big, important business lady came to us, gave us her card. We got in contact with her, and we got some things set up. We ain't going to get into too much into that right now. But that's just one good thing about being in the spotlight. As long as you carry yourself accordingly, people notice that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't talk about this enough, but a lot of people fear this, DJ, the fear of change. And why is that?
Oh yeah, man. Like it's gonna get to a point to where like when you become successful, things around you are going to change, and things have to change in order for you to become successful. And these are like 10 things that will change in the course of like when you become successful. Basically, wannabe relationships that got to change.
Yep.
Your environment definitely got to change because, like, if you living in one neighborhood and you trying to become successful, a lot of people ain't trying to let you be successful in that neighborhood. You might have to move to another neighborhood to become successful. So, environment has to be one. Finances also got to be one that has to change. Your mind has to also change.
Yes, sir.
Then sometimes people have to change their look to look a certain way to impress the hierarchy of people. And also your skill sets have to change. Like when you change to become successful, your skill sets change as well.
Exactly.
And your job and your living conditions can change as well. And then also the way you spend money, and that can go hand in hand with your mind as well. Yeah. Because like back then, you wanted to spend your money every time you got something or you got a little bit of money, you always spend it. But when you become successful, your mindset switches, and the way you spend money switches to where like I need to invest in this, I need to put money in this, I need to put money on that, I need to put money on this product, so we can be able to move forward. And your responsibilities also change, meaning like you might get more stuff or more accolades, or you might even get like more money, but you better know what gonna come with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you gonna have to do a lot more stuff now.
Yeah. And then, you know, I always like to say too much is given, as much is going to be required. So that could be a fear of change, you know, because the more responsibilities that you get, the more it's going to be required of you, because now we look at you as a leader. Mm-hmm. So just like they was telling us, like a lot is coming on us because they're looking at us more as a leader. Like we growing as one of the top shows here. Yeah. So a lot comes with that, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, but you know, like sometimes fear of success can hold us back, and it can be overwhelming with the fear of change, because as humans, we thrive on routine. Yep. And we like to stay in our neutral zone. Yeah. Like some people like to go to work, go home, get a big plate, take their shoes off, kick out back on the couch, and watch a favorite episode of their favorite TV show. But you cannot do that when you're trying to become successful. Yeah. Like, you don't think I want to be at home right now, kicked up, watching some sports or anything?
Absolutely.
But things change.
Yeah.
And we knew that's one of my biggest fears I had. I'm like, dang, DJ, I think with us doing so much, man, like, it's just like I ain't got no life no more, man. You know, it's like, bro, like you knew what come with this. And I think I remember calling you like around 1 something in the morning. I had anxiety. Cause like I think it was like a particular show that we had to get done. And, you know, I had like a little mental meltdown. You know, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Because like we were slowly becoming successful and people starting to kind of like know who we was. And it was kind of like, man, like, am I really ready for this?
Yeah. And then like people want to become successful, but they don't want to change the things in their life, or they don't want to change who they are as an individual.
Yep.
And like they want to change, they don't want to change their lifestyle, but then when you do change your lifestyle, somebody's always in the wing looking at you as if like you coming off as a fake person, or you coming off as a different person. Oh, I don't recognize this person no more.
Right.
Like, who is this person? Like, you used to drink. Now you don't drink no more. Like, who are you? Is DJ there? Like, they trying to tap on your head. Like, is this DJ? Is this who you are? Like,
yeah.
But really, you're changing for not only yourself, but you changing for what's going to become, because the new person has to be there when you reach them doors to success, because that's the person that you need to be in order to progress in success.
Exactly. And I like to do what you call laws of attraction. So you guys should try this sometimes. Like, it can be fearful. So take a step out of your comfort zone for a minute. If you're used to taking the right exit to go to a particular destination, or let's say you at your job and you always take the elevator, take the stairs.
Yep.
Challenge yourself in small ways. Or, you know, you used to drinking a particular bottle of water. Drink a different type of bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? Like, challenge yourself. Think as if I have it already before I have it. So when I used to close my eyes and I used to always imagine the good life, I was always imagining myself with a microphone in front of me. I was already imagining, you know what I'm saying, opening up those big checks. I was already imagining being fearless and going after what I want, because I had to hit the baseline and go for it. You know, like, that's how I thought about it. And that kept me in a neutral zone, and it kept me thinking a little bit more different. I was doing things differently. So if I was used to drinking a particular product, I started going to another product. I started drinking less sugary juices. Mm-hmm. And that was a fear of change, because I knew the taste was going to be right. But that was just little things. You know, challenge yourself on little things, and then the bigger things to grow. And I challenge you this before we go to the next subject. If your friends ain't holding you down, they slowing you down. You can't have a fear of changing your circle. You might have to change your circle around you for you to elevate, because they could be holding you back. And which is leading us to that, the fear of losing friends.
Ooh. This is a good one too, man. Like, I dealt with this a lot. Like, I give you an example. Like, it was a couple friends that I grew up with, about 3 or 4 of them that I grew up with. And what happened was, like, as life went on, and the more they started living their life, and the more I started living my life, and we basically split apart. Like, we're still cool, but because this person has a baby and they're dealing with their situation, this other person is living in another state, so you can't barely see this person anymore. Then this other person end up having multiple kids, so now he really can't spend no time with you. Or they got a good job, they got a really, really good job in another location, and then, like, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing, that eventually, like, when your friendship is going to suffer because of that. So in the process, you're going to lose your friends, but you're going to gain new friends. And also, you're still going to be cool with them. You're still going to always be their friend, but it'll be from a distance.
Exactly. And, you know, like, when we're trying to get to a level of success, or even growing, or I'll even say in some cases maybe moving on from certain situations or certain people, and the result of potentially even outgrowing some friends, because it can happen. You know, like, y'all could be on one wavelength, like we could be drinking and smoking and partying and we best friends forever. Or we gonna go out all the time. This the nightlife. But then it comes a point where you be like, dude, you know what? This ain't me. I'm sick of doing this, man. Like, what is we getting out of this, bro? or girlfriend, what is we getting out of this? You know how y'all girls talk to y'all friends, and you like, yo, like something gotta change. They might not want to change.
Yeah.
And then you fear that, man, if I want to start doing this or doing that, I'm going to potentially lose that friend.
Yeah.
In certain situations, bro, it's true. It happened because it happened to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought the first set of group of friends I had, I thought we was going to be tight forever. I thought we was going to come up together and this acting stuff. And I really thought we was going to do it. But some people, certain current events happen in life where people just outgrow each other. And some people just go their way and you go your way.
Yeah.
Maybe it was meant for them to take that particular route because what God got for you, can't nobody take it away from you. And God might have to put other people in your life that can maybe help you elevate and get over that fear of like losing people, because with this success stuff, it comes with a lot.
Yeah. And like also I wanted to add to that, like in order for you to become successful, you're going to have to lose friends at some point in your life. And not only just regular friends in your neighborhood and stuff like that, but you're also going to lose the friends that you work with. You're also going to lose business relationships, which meaning like it's going to come a time in our lives, Al and Will, to where like we're going to lose each other.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to deal with it. And we're going to have to find a way to adjust to the new life of us not being always together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I felt like this could happen after the WBA, like the big Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Yeah.
When you win that award, opportunities are going to come for everybody in this room that can pull you in different directions.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, we always boys. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, that's how y'all have to look at life, too. Like, we always friends. It's just that you went your way and I went mine. Some people have to elevate. And also, too, having the fear of losing some friends at times is not always a bad thing.
No.
Because it can mean letting go of unhealthy relationships. It can help you let go of like meaningless connections.
Mm-hmm.
And I will also say you should focus on the essential things in life. You should focus on the finest things in life, and like, if it means for me to lose you to get to my goal, then you just wasn't meant to be in my life.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And that's the fear that, a person can have at times, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Because remember, you want best for yourself. And the fear of working nonstop.
Oh, yeah. This is a crazy one. Because, like, people believe, like, the more you work, the more successful you get. And that's not necessarily true. Like, with that, like, you're going to lose sleep, but you're not going to progress anymore if you just basically work 24 hours every single day a week. You can do that, and you can get far, but you're going to get more production done if you can have some form of sleep in there. Yeah. And, like, it leads to not having an average life or any type of life in that matter.
I remember Coach was telling me one time, because I was going and going and going. I had all these scripts in front of me. And I was like, man, I get done doing this. I got to go to the gym. And then after this, I got to get up with DJ and come up with bullet points for the show, because the media center just emailed us and, we got to get to it. And Coach was like, slow down. You look tired, Al. You got to get you some rest. And I remember my eyes were bloodshot red. And I was like, dang, you know what? I think for one time, I'm going to take that advice, because just because you get to a level of success, that don't mean that you cannot always have a little break here and there. Yeah. Long breaks, no, because you got to keep grinding to get to where you got to get to. But you got to be able to have a little bit of rest so you can have the energy to keep going at it, because you could burn out and that body going to sit you down.
Oh, yeah.
But if you trying to fight it at night, people try to fight they sleep, they keep going like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to slow down, my G. Yeah. Get you some rest. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to just, you know what? Let me disconnect from everything for about an hour and let me just talk to God. Or, let me just meditate. And, let me just give myself a little piece of sanity.
Yeah.
Turn the phone off if you got to. Sometimes it's good. That's why I challenge y'all sometimes. Stay off of social media for a little bit throughout the day. It's okay. 7 hours out of your day ain't gonna kill you, and you can space those 7 hours out the way you like, but you will get a lot more done being productive.
Yep. And like what it does is like it keeps you out of like what you working nonstop. It keeps you out of touch with reality. It makes you become somewhat of like a robot, or it also makes you emotionally unavailable to like people's feelings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it mentally and physically drains your energy.
Yeah.
So that's what people are really scared of. Like they don't want their mental to be gone. They don't want to be physically drained from that. And they also scared of that because they miss out on the events that's going on in their life.
Exactly.
So like somebody could be like your sister could be having a baby, but you missed out on it because you've been working so much, because you got to keep, no matter what, you got to keep that competitive edge. I can't let the competition beat me type deal.
Yep.
But at the same time, you're not gaining no connection with somebody, and you can't have a meaningful relationship because you don't have that connection with somebody.
Exactly. So, sometimes it's okay to take a step back and smell the roses. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to watch our favorite TV shows. You all want to sit there and binge watch and, binge eat a little bit and, get into our favorite shows and everything. But it's okay to set healthy boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to grind and get it in, but you have to set boundaries in between, too, to be like, okay, for these, from 5 o'clock to 7, I'm going to take a little time for myself. I'm going to go walk around the block, get some fresh air. Do whatever you need to do to, have that fear of, like, not working nonstop. Like, it's okay to take a break, not a long break. It's okay to take a break. And some people fear of heightened expectations because people could demand so much from you because you're very good at what you do.
Yeah. And success always increases your responsibility. So basically it's like the more work you do and the more harder you work, the more responsibilities you get for doing that. And then you have to be able to take care of more people with those heightened expectations, because people are going to expect you and look up to you as that person to where like they need to deliver all the time, and you got to get to a point to where like you got to deliver all the time, because that's what people are looking forward to.
Yeah. And then, some people be afraid of success, and a lot of people be afraid of heightened expectations because the high standards and expectations that comes with it, and people get stressed out with trying to even manage them.
Yeah.
Like, man, I got to do this. Okay. I got to run to the fax machine, and then my boss needs me to go make this run for her at this particular amount of time. You're trying to juggle too much, and you always want to perform at a higher performance because you want people to perceive you a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell you it's okay. The fear of success sometimes is not about fearing the pressure, but it's just refusing the accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you just got to sit back and just be like, you know what, okay, I'm going to get what I can get done. I know that my job demands so much of me, so I'm going to come and deliver the best that I can, because all you could do is the best that you could do. That's like if you having a basketball game and you average 25 to 30 a game, but one night you just had 5 points, and boy, do they get on you. Especially like somebody like LeBron.
Yeah.
Or Stephen Curry, anybody, like heightened expectations.
Yeah.
That is a good example of how to look at them. Or even with me at my job, like the way that like the residents depend on me, that's very heightened expectations.
Yeah.
That I have to perform. I feel like I have to be an actor in front of them. I have to accommodate their needs. I have very important people at the job that are like in higher positions, depending on me to be there each and every day.
Yeah.
So too much is given, as much is going to be required. So that's like with DJ. He's our best player. So we have very heightened expectations for him. Will, like one of the best producers that's known to man. Heightened expectations of him. Allen, the most important player. Very heightened expectations of me.
Yeah.
Because I got to be the face of the brand. So everybody got to play their role. And we demand heightened expectations for everybody. But it does come with a little bit of fear because you don't want to make your teammates mad. But at the same time, all you could do is what you can do. and it's okay to, set boundaries. But, like, just don't, get to the point where you're too comfortable. You always got to expect the best out of yourself first. And then eventually I feel like that energy is sprinkled.
Yeah. And also with heightened expectation, it also increases your income. But with that increase in income, it forces you to also spend more. But when you spending more, you're not spending more on yourself. You're spending more on the company. You're spending more on your product. You're spending more on the people that you're around, and you're spending more on what you need to do to become what you need to become.
Right. So if I'm giving you, which is like what I just said a couple times before, too much is given and much is going to be required.
Yeah.
So if I'm giving you a higher position and I'm paying you, let's say, $250,000 a year,
Yeah.
you got a lot of expectations that you have to keep on meeting,
Yep.
which is, like you said, demanding of your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that comes with it. Like, you got to put your heart and soul into this. So a lot of people run away from that because the expectations can be too big. But I say, if you want to really be where you want to be at, embrace them.
Yeah.
But last but not least on this part, I want to talk about the fear of excitement.
Okay.
And why do people feel like, like they have to be worried about being too excited?
The reason why is because, like, it takes on the same emotion as anxiety sometimes.
Yeah.
And what happens is, like, when you feel like nervous and anxious and stuff like that, you think a lot as it being anxiety, but really it's just probably the fear of excitement, because, like, it's just like when you get like a big role in a movie, but you got to audition in front of a whole bunch of directors, but you look at the role and you're excited, but then you also think about it like, oh man, I gotta do this role in front of the camera, and I got to audition in front of all these big time directors and stuff like that. So you're excited, but then you fear that because you like, oh shoot, I need to scale it back a little bit because, like, I might not get this part.
Yeah. And, I'm going to give a little bit of a definition when it comes to fear of excitement. So maybe this help you guys out with what DJ was trying to say. Like, when we suffer, like, traumatic events, our body is associated with the fear that we sometimes have experienced, like feelings why we get excited, sometimes that we get a little bit of frightened because you're like, man, dude, like tomorrow, we get to start our job at the new media center. Mm-hmm. But the fear of, man, we under a big, large market, and the fear of people watching us, and the fear of we got to keep delivering.
Yeah.
Like, you excited because I'm excited all the time.
Yeah.
But you know how my fear is? I hate being late.
Yep.
I hate messing up. I hate the little things in the video. I'm like, nah, go back and do this. Change my angle. Like, this could have been better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited, but sometimes it's that fear of I'm worrying about what the other people going to think. And I'm here to tell you, like, it's okay sometimes to have a little bit of fear because, like, I think it's a good thing sometimes because you want to do good, but embrace it. Mm-hmm. Take that challenge head on and say, hey, like, I can do this.
Yeah. And having the excitement is also not always a negative thing. Like, it could be a benefit because it heightens your abilities to, like, want to impress the people or perfect what you need to perfect. And it goes into a confidence that you build.
Exactly.
without actually using other tools to motivate you. Like, it builds it up from within.
There you go, man. I feel like, you couldn't have said that no better. So my thing is, like, these are, I feel like, all the steps that can come with being successful. You know what I mean? And we've all been through a lot, bro. We've been through a lot trying to get to this point. And there was a certain level of fear, like, that we all had embodied. Like, real fear was, like, never being good enough. Because people always just say, man, like, you ain't this. Like, you need to be doing this, or, you need to be doing that. And that could put a certain type of doubt into your mind. And then it can bring a certain level of fear. DJ fear on this list was always the spotlight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's embracing it very good now because, I encouraged them. I said, bro, take that challenge. Take that challenge, bro. You could do it. You could do it. Take that challenge. And my fear was heightened expectations because there's always been so much demanded of me. I have to be this way. You got to be funny. You can't shut down. If you looking serious today, why would you not looking serious yesterday?
Yeah.
Whoa. Why you acting like that? Something must be wrong with you today, man. Sometimes I might just want to chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was going through that because I remember at the time when we was trying to get this big media gig, and I shut down from everybody, and everybody out there know I wasn't lying. And DJ kept telling me, bro, you got to shut down if you really want to do this.
Yeah.
If you want to be successful, it's okay to play sometimes, but sometimes, man, you got to just cut people off for a little bit and focus on what you need to do to become the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that was hard for me because you was asking me to be something that I never was my whole entire life. And sometimes, like, your job might ask that of you. Like, sometimes, like, you might have to change your actions a little bit to become what you need to become.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, like, I also dealt with a lot of, like, the fear of, like, losing myself when it came down to becoming successful. Not because of the first viewpoint that I talked about in the beginning of the show, but because of basically the second viewpoint that I view, the old you versus the new you. Basically, like, I'm used to being a certain person, and that's who I always been, and that drove me to become what I needed to become now. But then all of a sudden, like, I got not only other people telling me what I need to do to become this person, but I also got actual, like, producers. I got like people at the media center. They need me to change who I am to reach a certain audience, or I need to change who I need to be to reach out to more people or be more inviting. And I'm like, I'm not cool with that. But at the same time, like, I understand when it comes to success that I have to just go out there and just do it anyway. No matter the outcome, because it's only going to benefit all of us. But on the inside, I always feel like, man, I wish I was the old me, because then people wouldn't view me as this person that's fake. Or, like, even when I work at my job, like, they only see the new me. They never knew who I was back then.
Oh boy,
man, me back then, I was a stone cold killer.
A demon for real.
But now, like, me being who I am, I'm more inviting, but they never saw that side of me.
Oh, trust me. I remember we was all working out one time. Oh, man. I said, yeah, you know DJ's here. His mouth guard looked like fangs. And we're like, they got a mouth guard in the gym for it. And if we go to practice afterwards, I guess, and you just picking up every weight like it was just, you know. But let's get down to the Alan and DJ's final thoughts. So, DJ, tell us, what's your final thought on helping people get to a point where they can not have that fear of being successful?
Basically what it is fear of success is a very real struggle for people. The key to resolving this is to understand the problem and work through it and the emotion of that problem, so it doesn't hold you back. Success can't protect you from everything.
There you go. And, you know, you couldn't have said it no better, DJ. And I challenge you guys, you know, like, just get over that fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever fear that you having on this list, embody it, face it head on, persevere, and get past it. And just know that I was going through these type of things as well. So we all human, and we all had this type of fear. But until next time, though, you could be anything you want to be. Embody that fear, conquer it, and become the very best versions of yourself. Until next time, the Alan and DJ Show. You can find me on Alan Hutchinson on Instagram and Facebook. You can find us on the Alan and DJ fan page on Facebook, and also alanandDJ@gmail.com, and William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook. Until then, y'all be safe out there and get over that fear. Stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.
Yeah.